This is West African Voice Network.
Hello and welcome to Newswave on West African Voice Network. I am Sangdonal Mendy. Let's begin with the latest developments from the US, where a major policy shift is raising concerns for Africa's energy sector. Africa's energy future at risk as US ends Power Africa initiative. A decade-long effort to expand electric access in Africa has been dismantled by Trump administration, effectively ending Power Africa, a US initiative that aimed to add 30 gigawatts of cleaner energy and provide electricity to 60 million homes and businesses. A State Department spokesperson stated that all programs are under review, with funding prioritized for initiatives that align with U.S. interests, adding that programs that do not serve their national interests will be discontinued. Power Africa, launched under former President Barack Obama and operated through U.S. aid, provided technical and legal experts while fostering public-private partnerships to improve power generation in sub-Saharan Africa. The initiative's closure is expected to slow progress in addressing Africa's energy deficit. Away from that, gunmen kidnapped 4 female students in Nigeria's north-central region. Protests erupted at Joseph Sawan Taka Federal University, Makurdi, following the abduction of 4 female students on Monday evening. The Benue State Police Public Relations Officer CSP Seusi Aneni confirmed the incident to local media, stating that investigations and rescue efforts are underway. Sources within the university community reported that the students were taken by unidentified gunmen, raising serious concerns about security in the area. The university is located near communities that have experienced violent attacks, including those linked to suspected headsmen. As of the time of this report, the university administration has not released an official statement on the kidnapping. We head to Ghana as the country tightens drug regulation amid opioid crisis. The Ghanaian government has announced new measures to curb the illegal importation of highly addictive opioids following reports of illicit drug exports into the country. Minister for Health Kwabena Minta Akando told Parliament that a joint task force has been deployed to strengthen surveillance at key entry points. This initiative comes after a BBC investigation exposed pharmaceutical company Aviu's illegal export of a dangerous mix of tapentol and carisoprodol to Ghana and other West African nations. The health minister also stated that monitoring of over-the-counter drug sales has been intensified. Inspections have been ramped up and legal action is being taken against offenders, he said. The government's response highlights its commitment to combating the opioid crisis. However, with rising drug-related cases, experts warn that a more comprehensive strategy is needed to address the underlying causes of substance abuse in the country. Meanwhile, Ivorian customs seized $19 million worth of falsely declared cocoa at Abidjan port. Ivorian customs officials have seized approximately 2,000 metric tons of falsely declared cocoa beans worth an estimated $19 million at the port of Abidjan. The cocoa, a key export commodity for Côte d'Ivoire, was misrepresented as rubber to evade higher export taxes. Authorities intercepted 110 containers last week, uncovering the fraudulent declaration made by a cocoa exporter seeking to reduce tax obligations. A customs officer in an interview with an international media said it was the first time the country had recorded such a significant amount. Under Ivorian tax regulations, cocoa exports are subjected to 19.5% tax, including 14.5% cocoa export duty and a 5% registration tax, which would have generated approximately $2.9 million in revenue for the state. In contrast, rubber exports are taxed at just 1.5%, highlighting the financial motive behind the deception. And to news from across the sub-region, Sudanese military plane crash, death toll rises to 46. The death toll from a Sudanese military plane crashed in Omdurman, west of Khartoum, has risen to 46 according to local media reports on Wednesday. An additional 10 people were injured in crash which occurred in a residential area on Tuesday, the state news agency SUNA confirmed. The Sudanese army stated that the aircraft went down during takeoff at Wadi Seydna military airport, resulting in casualty among both military personnel and civilians. However, no details have been released regarding the cause of the crash. The incident comes amid ongoing conflict between the Sudanese army and the paramilitary support forces RSF, a war that has been raging since April 2023. The fighting killed more than 20,000 people and displaced 14 million, according to the United Nations and local authorities. And that's all on Newswave on West African Voice Network. I am Sangdonal Mendy. Thanks for listening.